I don't give myself the option, which is part of motivation. I don't give
Uh,
myself the option of staying in bed.
Hello, Mr. Anthony. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, Damien, because we're about to talk about how to stay motivated.
You got yourself motivated. You went for one of those cold swims this morning, and if that's not motivating to get you out of the water, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I live in Manly in Sydney, and it's winter time right now, and it's cold in the water, and that's how I like it the most: early and cold.
Yeah, I haven't quite migrated to that yet, if that's the right word. But so maybe I need to be more motivated to do that. But I'm down here on the peninsula where I'm recording at the moment, and near the beach, and I can't imagine getting in the water. I'm not that motivated, but I'm certainly motivated for the next gen sales masterclass because I love doing that.
Yeah,
How do you find that? I mean, the motivation when I'm sure there's mornings you've woken up and said, I really don't want to go jump in the water. How do you find that motivation?
well, I think what I found to be true for me, and also true in the sales environment, is typically if you've got more than two reasons to do something, it will help you stay
Mm,
motivated. For me, with what keeps me motivated is there's three reasons I swim that are big reasons and bigger than a staying in bed reason. One is I love physical activity, and swimming is obviously physical. The second is I love the ocean. There's something about being in, around, looking at the ocean, being inside the ocean that I really enjoy. Plus, I'm
mm,
a social creature, and I swim with a group of guys who I really love. So it's that
mm.
it's that combination. I get the exercise, I get the ocean. I also like the early morning, which is the fourth reason, I guess, to do it. So it's all those great reasons, and um, I don't give myself the option, which is part of motivation. I don't give
Uh,
myself the option of staying in bed unless there's a one of my children that needs caring for, or I've got to travel somewhere, which means I can't swim first thing in the morning. Uh, it's not an option.
mm.
It's not something I just get up and do it. Get up and do it because that's a key part of the mindset we'll be sharing in the masterclass. Not about getting up and swimming at dawn. So don't get too concerned about that.
It could be part of that. For the manly
It
session,
could
we'll
be
do
part
that.
of it.
But I mean, I love the principles that you have there from that perspective. I mean, one of the things you talked about is surrounding yourself with great people, which is what the Next Gen Sales Masterclass is about, is surrounding yourself with great people. And the other thing is, as you say, you're not giving yourself an option to not do it. Which is
Yeah,
really, when you think about sales as well, it's a numbers game. It really is a numbers game. Sometimes you're going to succeed, sometimes you're not. The more you're out there and the better you refine your skills by being motivated to get out there, the more success you're going to, the higher percentage of success you're going to have.
yeah. And then it feeds on itself because
Mm.
obviously, like from the swimming example, you get healthier, you get fitter, you build great relationships, you meet great people, you get to enjoy the dawn. So it becomes like a self perpetuating piece. If you think about that motivation with regards to selling, I mean, you might be motivated about something technically that you love sharing with people. It could be you're motivated about helping other people get outstanding outcomes through a relationship with you. Or it could be motivations about family. It could be about mortgages. It could be about kids. It could be about I'm motivated to create an outstanding environment for my family.
Mm.
And selling is a way that I do that. So, one of the key things we'll be doing in the Next Gen Sales Masterclass is helping you understand and reflect on what your real motivations are and give
Yeah.
yourselves big enough reasons to do what's required when it's required to make those outcomes happen, because that's why you're here.
Mm.
We'll be looking at exploring, like, why are you here? I don't mean this is like an existential question. Why are you in the role that you're in? Why are you working?
Yeah.
And what
Gotta
you'll
pay the
find is
bills. It's more than that.
that
It's definitely more than that.
and like family, like contribution, like it could be financial reasons. There'll be, and what we'll find is that if you've got all through not to do it, and we know in great selling, it's about being action orientated, like identifying those high leverage items, which we'll look at other parts of the masterclass, and then just waking up and executing. Just wake up in the morning and execute, and work all the time you're working, like sell all the time you're selling, and then it gets easier because you're moving those big parts around.
It's an important point that you raised there, and the other part to add to that as well is that component that I mean, I look at my life, for example, and I'm always motivated. It's not, I don't have down days. They're always up. I always have an awesome day. And part of that is how, and we've talked about mindset. A lot of this does link back to mindset. But same token with sales, I remember one of my very early sales jobs, and I struggled to start with, and I wasn't getting sales. And then when I got that first sale, I walked into the next one immediately afterwards. The next house that I was selling VHS mathematics videos, and I walked in afterwards. After that first, I walked in the next one, and I'd closed the deal almost immediately. And that was just that whole motivation, and part of that is having that mindset where you're expecting success, which gives you tremendous motivation.
It does, and part of what we enjoy sharing with you in this Next Gen Sales Masterclass is what is this growth mindset? What is this motivation mindset? Because there's been a lot of great studies done on this, studying successful salespeople, and you could argue that mindset almost comes first. Because if you got that
very much does. I think that's a slam dunk.
Yeah, if you think if I've got an optimistic growth mindset, I'm going to find the skills, I'm going to execute the strategy, I'm going to do the calls, because like me, I am really excited about sharing ideas with people in masterclasses. I love it. I love meeting clients and saying, hey, I can really help you. This is what we can do to help you achieve this sales growth and what should happen. That excites me, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because you see it working. And as you were just sharing, Damien, you see it working. You want to get to someone else and share it with them too, because
exactly.
that gives you the momentum, the fuel on the tank.
Exactly, it does. And from that perspective, and I come back to what you mentioned about the swimming, where you have that group of people that you swim with, part of that success and that motivation, especially if you're starting out and you're not in that mindset where you can do it yourself, have that motivation all the time, is to have that mastermind around you, which is what the Next Gen Sales Masterclass gives you, as a group of like-minded people that want to be motivated, and you can support each other and continue to have that motivation. That makes a massive, massive difference.
It makes a great difference. It makes a great difference in your team. And a lot of what we find in these masterclasses is organizations will often send teams to the masterclass, like a group of 2 or 3 or more people. In knowing these new skills and new techniques and new strategies, you can work together as a team to execute that. And that makes it all the more enjoyable. You feed off each other, you encourage each other, you share ideas with each other, and you get back into the workplace, and you can't wait to experience that growth with your clients.
Love that. Love these chats with you, Peter. It's always wonderful. Looking forward to the next one.